This parking is too small for your aircraft. Refueling truck is on its way.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Fuel truck is in position.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Well, ask to do it then.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Alright, so fuel's loading. Payloads, we have 168, which is more than this configuration can hold, so it's full plane. I might be able to put that into a sim brief. Okay. Yeah, if I were to go to the new flight, go to the load options. Whatever, I'll try to undo that next flight. Let's do 250 across. Alright. That's our fuel. Now let's get our information. So we are at Ottawa. And comms Addis 132905. And clearance on 11904.
VFR conditions, landing and departing runways 2532, transition level 180, temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Ottawa McDonald Cartier. Advise on initial contact, you have information Foxtrot.
Ottawa delivery, good evening, Air Canada 1159er with Foxtrot, request IFR to Montreal.
Air Canada 1159, Ottawa delivery. Thanks for information Foxtrot. Expect runway 25. Climb 6,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors tackle. Squawk 3116.
Expect runway 25, climb 6,000 on center lines and vectors for Takul. Squawk 3116, Air Canada 1159er. Didn't like that? Ottawa delivery, good evening, Air Canada 1159er. Expect runway 25, climb 6,000 on center line, then vectors for Takul. Squawk 3116, Air Canada 1195.
Air Canada 1159, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for push or start.
Ground on 121.9er, Air Canada 1159er, thanks.
You're very welcome. Have a great flight.
I will. Alright. 3116 is our squawk. Jesus. 3116. Ground on. Oh, whoops. I went the wrong way. Ground on 121.9er. 121. Okay. Let's get PAX configured. Start flight from Charlie Yankee Oscar Whiskey to Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima. Flight number 1159er. Cruise. It's only 13,000 feet. Very short flight. Flight time is 33 minutes. And 25. Okay. 737-800. This flight continues. Okie dokie, now we can tell GSX it's free to board.
This parking is too small for your
Shut
aircraft.
the fuck up.
Boarding requested.
Might as well throw an APY on here just to get that going. Our boarding red buses. Oh, that's gonna take so much longer. Go get a beer and stir my past thoughts.
Do you want to board crew?
Crew bus is coming. Pilot's boarding starting. Crew boarding starting.
Okay, let's get the flight directors turned on. Auto throttle, takeoff configuration. We're taking off from runway 25, and ATC told us to climb 6,000. Overhead, seatbelts, yaw dampener, cabin pressurization. Lights are already on. AP power is available. Let's switch to that. Parking brake can release ground power and start the FMU configuration. FMC configuration, sorry.
Your passenger's bus is coming.
Okay. Route is Charlie Yankee Oscar Whiskey to Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima. Flight number is 1159er. Runway 25. Prefinite, 0 fuel weight. Reserves. Cost index. Cruising altitude. Execute that. Takeoff flaps 5. V1,
Passengers boarding starting.
2. Center of gravity. Trim 4.83. Oops. 4.83-ish. Higher than that. I don't like doing around the 5. It's harder to tell. Okay. Legs. I think we'll just do Taku and Empac, if I'm correct. Yeah. So, Tango Alpha, Kilo Oscar Lima, to Echo Mike, how you spell it? Papa Echo Kilo. Taku to Empac. Activate
Passenger's
that.
bus is coming.
And let's switch this to plan mode. Sumo to touch. We should be able to Taku to Empac and then. Oh, I'm zooming in. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Alright, sweet. As far as other cabinet configurations here, autopilot is configured. Overheads, we're on APU, we just connected to the ground. Lights are on. Seatbelts, oil dampers, pressurizations is good. I'll get the rest of the fuel pumps turned on before
Passengers
I forget.
boarding starting.
Air Canada 466. Gate 72 taxi via Kilo Alpha.
I think that's
Gate
everything I need
72
to
via
do.
Kilo Alpha, Air Canada 466.
Legs configuration, trim is set. Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. That was fast. Let's watch these passengers board.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath the seat in front of you. If you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to help you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Passenger's bus is coming. Passengers boarding starting.
We're on your time now.
Wait. Not yet. Wait for the bus people.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 1159 with service to Montreal. Our flight time will be roughly 33 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all call.
It would be nice if you guys waited for me to close. Oh, they did close them. I don't think that. I think that FMT is going to show those as open. Menu, services, doors. Oh no. Okay. Cool. That must be like a spare thing. All right. Let's get real chucks gone. Ottawa ground, Air Canada 1159er at gate 29, ready for push and start.
This parking is too small for your
Air
aircraft.
Canada 1159, Ottawa ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast.
Pushback approved, face northeast, Air Canada 1159er.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Oh, there's stairs in
Locking
my
gear.
way. It's always a good thing. Nose to the right.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelts low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as you may experience unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. Once again, all devices must be in airplane mode and your larger devices must be turned off and stowed at this time. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you.
Set parking
We
brake.
suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions.
Waiting your
Thank you
confirmation
flying
for
with
a
us,
good
and we
engine
hope
start.
you enjoy your flight.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Please note the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
Ottawa Ground, Air Canada 1159, I request taxi to the active.
Air Canada 1159. Runway 25 taxi via Bravo.
Unlocking gear.
Runway 25, taxi via Bravo, Air Canada 1159er.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
What's happening? Oh, it's a person. I thought it was. I thought the person was a light. I thought it was moving for a second. Let's go. Let's go.
We're prepared for takeoff.
Dashport Quebec Hotel at gate 67 request push back and engine start. Dashport Quebec Hotel, Ottawa ground, pushback approved. Face southeast. Pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast. Dashport Quebec Hotel. Air Canada 1159, contact Ottawa Tower 118, decimal 8, bye-bye.
Over to tower 118.8, Air Canada 1159er. Ottawa Tower, Air Canada 1159er, holding short 25, ready for departure.
Air Canada 1159, Ottawa Tower, wind 230 at 6, fly heading 250, runway 25, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 25, Air Canada 1159er.
Knots.
Ooh, windy.
V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
Air Canada 1159, contact Ottawa departure 128.17.
Departure 128.17, Air Canada 1159er. Did he say 128? Montreal, Ottawa departure, Air Canada 1159er, 2000.
Air Canada 1159, Ottawa departure. Identified. Climb to 10,000 feet. Altimeter 3013.
Climb to 10,000 feet, Air Canada 1159er.
Air Canada 1159. Turn right. Heading 060.
Turn right 060, Air Canada 1159er.
Air Canada 1159. Turn right. Heading 060.
Turn right 060, Air Canada 1159er.
Air Canada 1159. Ottawa departure.
Turn right 060, Air Canada 1159er.
Air Canada 1159. Contact Montreal Center 134.9er 75. Bye-bye.
Center on 134.975, Air Canada 1159er. Montreal Center, Air Canada 1159er at 9,000 for 10,000 feet.
Air Canada 1159, Montreal Center identified. Climb to 13,000 feet.
Climb to 13,000 feet, Air Canada 1159er. Damn it. I always get my call sign wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet, so you may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatories.
Air Canada 1159, turn right, heading 120.
Turn right 120, Air Canada 1159er.
Air Canada 1159 cleared direct tackle, resume navigation.
Clear direct tackle, Air Canada 1159er.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the short duration of this flight, we will not be able to offer in-flight
Quebec
service.
Hotel for 9,000 feet for 2,000 feet.
Dashport Quebec Hotel, Montreal Center, identified, climb to flight level 250.
Climb to flight level 250 Dashport Quebec Hotel.
Air Canada 808 Heavy, contact Montreal Center 132.85, bye-bye.
Contact Montreal Center 132.85
Montreal
Air
Center.
Canada 808 Heavy.
Alright, we're at Takuru. We'll get our descent. So, they have us come in here on the Le 7, which I think is the only approach in Ottawa from this direction, into Montreal rather. Oh, you're an idiot. They want to go down to, yeah, 424 left or right. Sure flight. Maybe they won't change it.
Air Canada 1159, Montreal Center, expect LaFleur 7, runway 2 for left.
Expect LaFleur 7 for runway 2 for left, Air Canada 1159er. Alright. Montreal arrival. LaFleur 7, 24, 24 left. Let's pull up some charts. Cool charts. LaFleur. Ah. Yeah, that's right, Sloka. And then approach, 24 left. Sloka is indeed at the top of this glide slope. It is course 237. And then we have now frequencies 110.5. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. 110.5. Okay, sweet. Course 237. Course 237. Nav frequency 110.5. 110.5. ILS 24 left. ILS is configured. We've already checked the top of our glide slope. We're going. Yeah, okay. I'm good. I'm good. Let's overlay this star on our map. And where's our top of descent? It's coming up. So we should get a call from ATC any minute here that we're ready for descent. Fuck, I'll do it now. Montreal Center, Air Canada 1159er, ready for descent.
Air Canada 1159, LaFleur 7, runway 2 for left, descend to 11,000 feet, altimeter 3010.
LaFleur 7 for 24 left, descend to 11,000 feet, altimeter 3010, Air Canada 1159er.
Boop.
Air Canada 1159, contact Montreal Center 132.85. Have a good evening.
Center 132.85, Air Canada 1159er. Montreal Center, Air Canada 1159er, descending via LaFleur 7 at 12,000 for 1,000 feet.
Air Canada 1159, Montreal Center identified.
We have begun our final descent into Montreal. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
Rouge 15348, contact Montreal Center 128.225.
Contact Montreal. All center 128.225, Rouge 1534.
Air Canada 808 Heavy, contact Montreal Center 132.35.
Contact Montreal Center 132.35. Air Canada 808 Heavy, bye-bye.
Air Canada 1159, descend to 9,000 feet, altimeter 3010.
Descend 9,000 feet, Air Canada 1159er.
Montreal Center, Dashport, Quebec Hotel, flight level 250.
Dashport, Quebec Hotel, Montreal Center identified.
Well, that's pretty drastic difference in zooms.
Air Canada 1159, contact Montreal approach 126.9er.
Approach 126.9er, Air Canada 1159er. Montreal approach. Oh, fuck.
Aircraft calling for new approach. Say call sign.
Montreal approach, Air Canada 1159er, descending via Lafleur 7 for 24 left at 9,000. Air Canada 1159er.
Air Canada 1159, roger, say approach.
Montreal approach, Air Canada 1159er, descending via Lafleur 7 for 24 left at 9,000.
Air Canada 1159, you're already assigned ILS runway 24 left.
I'm not asking you to
Unable.
change it. I'm announcing on a frequency. Okay.
Air Canada 735, 3 miles from Sloka, turn left, heading 300, maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 24 left. Turn left, heading 300, 3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 24 left, Air Canada 735.
Montreal approach, Air Canada 1159, 9,200 feet, with information Charlie.
Air Canada 1159 Montreal approach. Altimeter 3010. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 24 left.
Expect vectors for ILS 24 left, altimeter 3010, Air Canada 1159er.
Negative altimeter 3010.
Well, I can't say that word. Altimeter 3010, Air Canada 1159er.
Avianca 200. Leave Purdue heading 315. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 24 left. Leave Purdue heading 315. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 24 left of Avianca 200. Air Canada 1159, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000 feet, Air Canada 1159er.
Avianca 200, 5 miles from Sloka, turn left, heading 305, maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 24 left. Turn left, heading 305, 3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 24 left of Avianca 200. Air Canada 735, contact Montreal Tower 119er. Contact Tower 119er, Air Canada 735. Air Canada 1159, descend to 3,000 feet.
Descend 3000, Air Canada 1159er.
Air Canada 1159, Liverpool by heading 145. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 24 left.
Turn right 145, Air Canada 119er 5. I did it again.
Avianca 200, contact Montreal Tower 119.9er. Have a good evening. Contact Tower 119.9er, Avianca 200. Air Canada 1159, turn right, heading 170, vectors for the approach.
Turn right 170, Air Canada 1159er.
Montreal, all approach, Air Transat 487. Good evening, 9,800 feet, we have Charlie on board. Air Canada 1159, turn right, heading 190.
Turn right 190, Air Canada 1159er.
Air Canada 1159, 5 miles from Sloka. Turn right, heading 215, maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 24 left.
215, maintain 3000 until established, cleared ILS 24 left, Air Canada 1159er.
Air Transat 487 Montreal approach. Good evening, altimeter 3010. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 24 left. Altimeter 3010, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 24 left, Air Transat 487.
Switching
Air Transat
to
487, descend to 4,000 feet.
Oh, fuck.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Air Transat 487.
Localizer capture, switching to approach. More flaps, no more spoilers, for the time being. Seems like very large overcorrection by the autopilot. But alright. About to hit the glide slope. More flaps. Gear down. Oh, that's not the gear down button. Glide slope is captured. More flaps.
Air Canada 1159, contact Montreal Tower 119.9er.
Tower 119.9er, Air Canada 1159er. Montreal Tower, Air Canada 1159er for ILS 24 left.
Air Canada 1159, Montreal Tower. Continue.
2500.
Roger, 1159er. Alright. Throttle is mine. More flaps. We're not that lined up with the runway. I'll fix that in a
Avianca
second.
200, exit right next available taxiway.
Exit right next available taxiway, Avianca 200.
gear down, flap full, I'm good to land. I'm gonna give autopilot another 800 feet here to figure out where it wants to go.
Air Canada 1159, wind 250 at 8, runway 24 left, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, 24 left, Air Canada 1159 there. Alright, now it's all me.
Air Canada 1159, exit right at Alpha 4.
Exit right, Alpha 4, Air Canada 1159er.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Montreal. The local time is 10:17 p.m. and it's currently about 20 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your
Ground
itinerary to ensure a
121.9er, Air
smooth
Canada
continuation of your journey.
1159er. Ground 121.9er. Let's get lights off, tax lights on, APU started. Montreal, ground Air Canada 11359er, request taxi to assigned gate.
Air Canada 1159, gate 60, taxi via Alpha 4, Alpha Mike.
Gate 60, taxi via Alpha 4, Alpha Mike, Air Canada 1159er.
The boarding requested.